Okay, well, it's Tuesday. Several days after I said I was going to try to go camping, I actually got the truck loaded by myself, and I've got, I think, probably too much stuff. One of the things that I want to do is notate what I actually need. Oh my God, I even forgot my go bag. I'm gonna have to go around for that. Okay, now I'm on the road. The point of this trip is to notate what I absolutely need and what I really don't for like a solo bare minimum camping trip. The goal is to go overnight. The above and beyond goal will be stay a couple nights. There is a wildfire up near Mare, which is a ways away from where I'm at. I use Firewatch and some other apps to track issues going on in the area. The location I'm going to is has multiple ways in and multiple ways out. It's another safety precaution that I'm going to be taking. Okay, Castle Rock Springs. I'm going to stop here, switch to four-wheel drive. And I'm going to switch from Google Maps to Onyx because well, it's all dirt road, and that's what Onyx does. This is where it gets a little bit more technical. According to Onyx, primitive road even has a sign. I mean, it looks fine so far. According to Onyx, it's not difficult, but it's not an easy route. But I've been wanting to take this for a very long time, and I'm out and about. So here we are. It's beautiful territory. I most definitely should have aired down my tires a little bit. I mean, the road's fine. The tires will be fine. It's just bumpy. That's it. So far, not so bad. This trail is definitely doable. I mean, it's definitely a dirt road and barely maintained, but seems fine so far. No pinstripes. I've driven a lot worse. Serve it justice, but the views here are spectacular. Oh my gosh. So this is what we're looking at here. Okay, tell you what, this is where I'm going to check the tires just to see where I'm at. I'm probably going to air down. Ooh, shiny rock. Look at that one. Ooh. Look at that guy. He's going home with me. I'm gonna give him a better home. Take care of him properly. I'm only gonna drop down the tire pressure to like 27. Nothing too crazy. There we go. These tire gauges are super cool, just how they work. That plunger goes in and screws it. These weren't too much, but they weren't cheap. They weren't cheap. But I recommend them. I think there's some out there where you can actually set like a certain PSI and you just put the thing on and it will deflate it to that PSI. I never got those. I thought I was getting those when I got these, but I just didn't get it. Might need 4 low here. No. It's 3:25 and I still got quite a distance away to get where I think might be cell service. I mean, I got like another hour of driving that I can do. But still no cell service. I can send messages via satellite through my iPhone. I am just taking my time. There ain't no rush. I've got 10, 12 gallons of water, 3 days of food. I've got shelter. I've got heat. We've got clothing. So I'm all good. I've got satellite communication. Got solar panels and batteries. I am out in the middle of nowhere. I haven't seen anybody for a few hours. I mean, it is a Tuesday, so, you know. There. This spot is, as the great philosopher Gilo once said, this don't suck. Checked the map to the point where it gets to a better part of a road. It's like another 10 miles. I mean, I'm at like a walking pace, so I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna try to find a spot. It would be a safe, good spot to call a camp for the night. I'm starting to get a little hungry. It is 43 degrees at 6 o'clock, so it's going to be a chilly night for me tonight, which is fine. This is what I was wanting to test, right? So I'm wanting to push myself a little bit on like seeing what equipment I have, what gear do I have that's going to keep me warm, where my shortcomings are, what I need to not bring, what I forgot. These are all goals for this trip. I'm having a blast, let me tell you. Like, I mean, I love hanging out with people, but I've been the only person on this trail this entire time. All right, Onyx. I'm on a part of what's called Senator's Highway, and it says this is a marked 1 out of 3, like an easy course. And this is the most rugged part of the entire drive, is right through here, right where I was driving. And it's like, so if you're coming from Prescott, Senator's Highway, and then it goes to Crown King, where it bends, it was fine up, but then it's like this spot right here. This is not 1 through 3. This is not an easy part. Okay? Just say. So glad, Leanne. I'm so glad you weren't here with us. This isn't too bad. This would be easier. This is getting a little better. I wasn't even going to show you what it was before. Oh my goodness. Somebody on the road.
Well, I am currently up in my rooftop tent. According to the thermometer, it is 27 degrees outside, but I am super toasty in the tent. I got the buddy heater on low, which is keeping it nice and toasty in here, and I have it hooked up with the extension hose down to a propane bottle. So you got the regular buddy here. It's got one of the ceramic tiles. The big buddy's got two. And for a rooftop tent like this, this being on low is more than enough. Which I can usually let that run like all night. The green bottles last like 4 to 5 hours, but when you hook it up to the external bottle, it works out pretty good. Good night. Love you.
Truck's all packed up. It's packed better than when I left originally. So hey, learned there's a lot of stuff that I didn't need, overpacked. I'm trying to minimize that. So I did want to evaluate the buddy heater system, and the buddy heater works great. It's amazing. I love it, except for when it got below freezing last night. So when it gets below freezing, the chemical process between the liquid propane turning into gas propane, it changes. So what happens is that it stops producing the gas propane as much, and that lack of pressure doesn't get to your utility, which in my case is the buddy heater. So about 1:30 this morning, when it got below freezing, 27 degrees, it stopped no heat. So I did have a green bottle, propane bottle in the tent with me. So I slapped that on. That lasted me a few more hours. So I was fine up until a little crispy this morning, but wasn't too bad. That's what the sleeping bags and the blankets and stuff and everything for. Just policing the area to make sure I didn't leave any trash before I go. I always want to clean up more than what you left it with or came here with or something. You know what I mean? Make it look nicer than when you got here. Right. Let me tell you, it is so refreshing. I mean, like, I love my wife. I love my wife. She's my battle buddy, my road trip buddy, my partner in crime. But it is nice to get out, have some time to myself. It's healthy. Although I do miss her, but I'm glad she didn't come. It's important to take the time. It's important to self-analyze, hear my own thoughts, ask questions to myself and answer those questions. The group that I'm a part of, called Dude Brigade, it's kind of about that. It's a group that encourages each other to become the best versions of themselves, right? It's encouraging each other to learn new skills, identify who they are as an individual, and self-growth. I've got friends who have certain skills that I don't have, certain like they're in a different trade than I am. You know, their work is different than mine, and I don't really have those skills. So one of the things that we do to enable our self-encouragement and self-worth is to work with others to learn those skills and those trades. So my original plan was to be going through the from the Crown King area down Senator's Highway. I was gonna make a right and go through back like behind the Mare area, down through Bumblebee and Black Canyon City to head back down towards the Phoenix area. But there's the Brady fire broke out, and kind of right along the path of where I'm wanting to go. So I'm thinking I'm probably just gonna keep going down Senator Highway towards the area that I know pretty well, the Wolf Creek area, and then back into Prescott, and I'll just have to hit some pavement to get back. And might go have lunch with the old Paul, my brother-in-law, who I love that dude. And well, it wouldn't be lunch, it's almost 2 o'clock now, so but yeah, making some progress. This part of the road's not too bad. There's some times where I can get up to 20 miles an hour for a little spurt, and then it's back down to, like right now, 3 miles an hour. No big deal. Taking my time. I am not in a rush. I'm enjoying myself. That's the whole point, right? The way I'm seeing it now is I'm about a mile out from the turnoff point. I think that that's probably going to be a spot where it will be marked that the road's closed, but I haven't heard that for sure. So if somebody's there and I talk to them and they're like, yeah, you can go through, it's fine, then I'll stick with my original plan. If not, I'll be going back in through backside of Prescott through Senator Highway. Hey, I'm good. Well, not to my right. I'm aware of the fire, so I'm just heading back into town. Okay. My original plan was to go back around through, like, behind Mare and all that, but I think there's something going on right now. You guys want me to avoid that?
Yeah, we got most of these roads shut down right now.
Okay.
Oh, you're coming up from Phoenix area?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So.
You can't go that way either. Pretty much have fires in that general area over there.
Right. So which now they're telling me I'm gonna have to turn around to go back through where I came from. A little bit of an update. I'm going to be getting a sheriff's escort because they have all of these roads closed off. So they're actually going to be escorting me through Mare. So, which I told them, I was like, I'd be perfectly fine going west of here to avoid the fire, but they prefer to not have me go that way and to escort me around. So it's fine. It was either that or go back around through Crown King, which I would not a fan of. So, because that's hours of driving to go back where I came from, and it's almost 2 o'clock, so I would be getting up there in the dark, and I'm out of propane, so best to get the escort. All right, well, news update. They are letting me go down the road west of where the fire is, so like away from it. I was kind of assuming that, because they said that the road's closed, I was like, well, yeah, going in, but I should be able to leave. And they basically agreed. I explained, you know, they looked at the truck and were like, okay, well, yeah, you should be able to make it, no problem. So I don't have an escort. They let me go on my own accord. So, and now I can smell the fire though, for sure. But I'm driving away from it. Well, made it back to Phoenix all in one piece. Truck's in good condition. A little dusty, but you know, it's all unpacked and could use a good detailing. I had fun out in the trail, going through there. You know, it's kind of crazy. I did it all by myself, but it was really nice to get away on a solo trip. My friend last night asked me if I had fun on my walkabout, which I thought was funny. If you guys have any comments or questions or anything like that on anything that you saw in the video, please let me know. I'd really like your feedback. I'll be making a video about the diesel heaters in comparison to the Buddy heater. I can go into those in more detail. I was just kind of a generic testing out my equipment and you know, to see how much stuff I actually didn't need to bring for just like a solo trip. So I thought I had it whittled down, but I had a lot of stuff that I didn't even bring, so, or didn't even use. Well, until next time, you guys keep it easy, dudes. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks. Bye.